1982 hit #2 for the year in the Hot 100. She went on to do some other songs, Self-Control among them, and then her boyfriend came down with cancer.
Oh,
and she took care of him until he passed.
And she died at a young age too.
Yeah, of an aneurysm, brain aneurysm.
Well, we bring the show down.
Deborah Harry did quit her career for a time,
right,
to take care of
help her partner. Yeah.
So.
Yep. Well, life throws a lot of curves at you over the years.
Yeah,
it sure does.
Yeah, and it stinks.
Yeah, it does.
It is 7:34. Well, one thing that doesn't stink. Well, I took a shower this morning.
Well, good for you. Yes,
but the Jazz Fest is this week.
No, this is going to be a great time. We've got Lisa Barnes and Blake Shaw here, and Blake not only helps coordinate the Jazz Fest, but you also play almost every year in one form or one band or another. Or
he's in like 124 bands.
And I really don't mean to. I'm really honored to be needed.
You're so popular.
And I like to think that I do a good job, and I really don't try to though. But I get lucky and people need it.
I don't try to do a good job either.
That's obvious.
Are you playing with Ryan and Joel on Friday?
No.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I am. Sorry.
He's got to check his book.
Yes, I am. So I'll get to that, though.
Okay.
I'll go in order.
So as you're going in order, you can just mention, I'm playing with this one, I'm playing with this one.
I'll do that.
And he also MCs, with on screen, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like to get my foot in everywhere I can.
Kind of a busy weekend.
Well, it's such a great event, and people come from all over the country for this thing. It's one of the few free jazz festivals in the country, and it brings a great crowd. And the locals come out of the woodwork for the fireworks on Saturday, and just enjoy the food and the beverages and all the other stuff too. So quite a lineup this year.
Mm-hmm. All right, should we start? Let's go. Let's start with Friday. The whole fest starts at 5 o'clock. We'll start with the side stage with the Sam Ross Quartet. And Sam Ross just graduated from the University of Iowa. I'm totally blanking on where he's going for his grad degree, but he's going to be leaving us here in a few months to go on to that. But he's a tenor sax player, and he's got a quartet playing some original music and some jazz standards that he's arranged. And then right after that, we're going to have Alyssa Allgood on the main stage. And Alyssa is from Chicago and killing it.
She's one of the close performers.
Yeah.
Most of the time is from the coast, so Chicago's nice.
It's wonderful, and she's on a little tour right now, the Midwest. I think they were just in St. Louis last night, according to her Instagram, and
they're going to be in Des Moines.
Des Moines,
yeah,
and Minneapolis too. I can't remember. So Alyssa is pretty unique because she writes all original vocal jazz music, and you don't really hear that too often. And her music kind of follows the traditional jazz format, but with like modern lyrics that she wrote. So it's really interesting to hear her stuff. And then right after Alyssa, we'll switch back to the side stage, and we have another University of Iowa person, Carson Parker, who is a pianist. He'll have his trio. Carson's going into his junior year next year, so we still have him for a little bit, but he is another person that is killing it around here. Fantastic pianist with Chris Jensen and Spencer Paulson playing with him. And then we'll close out the main stage in the whole festival that night at 8 p.m. on the main stage with the Ryan Midda Jazz Orchestra with guest Joel Fromm. So Ryan Midda is a Cedar Rapids native who is mostly bari sax player, but other things as well. Has been teaching in Nashville for quite some time now, playing with all the big kids. His most recent big band album features a lot of people, a lot of cool people, and a lot of people who have been at our festival before. So
It's always fun.
Yeah, it's really exciting, and this is like we said a little bit ago. I'm going to be playing in this orchestra or jazz orchestra. He's bringing Joel Fromm, who is a tenor saxophonist from New York, who is like the dude. He has been played with anybody and everybody that is anybody and everybody in the jazz world, and I have the great pleasure of playing in this band along with a whole bunch of other locals. Ryan is bringing a drummer and Joel. And I think that's
Alyssa.
I can't remember who it is right now.
Oh yeah, Alyssa's gonna.
Alyssa's gonna sing a few with the big band, but then all the rest of the people are locals that we're putting together. We're rehearsing Friday afternoon and then gonna jump right into it that night.
No problem.
Yeah, it's jazz. We're good.
There you go.
Well, point out that it's continuous music, because as soon as the side stage ends up, the main stage acts go on, and then vice versa. So you'll hear continuous music. A lot of times there's a downtime of an hour or something like that, and people tend to lose focus, and so it's kind of nice to have continuous music at this festival.
And I love the setup. You really don't have to walk very far from each stage.
Yeah.
I mean, 50 yards maybe every hour that you have to move if you want to hear and see the music.
Or you sit in the middle of the Pentacrest and listen to both.
That
go.
too.
Right?
That too. Just sit in the beer garden and you'll be fine.
There you go. Yeah,
Either
that's right
way.
in the middle.
All right. So after all of the scheduled music on the stages, we'll hopefully have a whole bunch of people that have been inspired by what they've been seeing, and then hopefully those same people are jazz musicians that bring their instrument so they can come hang out with us at 9:30 p.m. at Wilder, which is the bar in the Graduate Hotel, where my group will be hosting the jam session. And that we'll be doing that Friday and Saturday. Carson will be playing piano. My friend Matt Landon from Burlington will be on guitar, and my good friend David Hagedorn, all the way from Minnesota, will be stepping in on vibes, and Chris Jensen will be playing drums with us. So that'll be a fun time to end the evening. And I heard the Wilder's going to keep the bar open late for us this time, so it'll be a little bit better than last year.
Some people need sleep.
All right, and then that brings us to Saturday. We'll start bright and early at 11:30 a.m. on Saturday with the high school groups, like we do every year. The United Jazz Ensemble will be playing first, and then the North Corridor All-Stars at 12:15.
And those are back to big bands this year.
Yep, back to big bands, baby.
So they've been doing smaller combos and groups for several years, but this year they're back to like 20 people in each group. So it'll be fun.
I love it.
Great opportunity for the high school kids.
Okay, and then okay. So after the high schoolers, we'll go back to the side stages at 1 p.m. This is another group that is representing our wonderful jazz universities here. This one is from the University of Northern Iowa, and this is the Levi Temple Sextet. Levi is a trombone player. I forget. I don't know how close he is to being done, but he's been coming up. He's played in my band a few times and really doing well. So I'm excited to hear that. Speaking of trombone players, but he won't be playing trombone. Very next on the main stage at 2 p.m. we'll have the Mike Conrad Trio. Of course, everybody knows that name. Mike Conrad is the Director of Jazz Studies at the University of Northern Iowa. He just released a piano trio album with U of I alum Cassius Goins and bassist Katie Ernst from Chicago. Although Katie is so popular, she's on another tour right now. So Drew Morton, our hometown local boy, will
And
be
former
stepping
Summer
in.
of the Arts intern.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, 2010.
Oh my gosh.
Way back when.
Yeah, so Drew will be stepping in for the trio that day. And then, wow, okay, there's actually a whole bunch of oh wait, no, that's not the right one. Never mind.
Blake gets a little excited.
Yeah. The next, we'll go to the side stage again next, and this is the Avi Gedler trio. Avi is from Des Moines. She went to the School of Music Vocations in, in the middle of nowhere. I'm forgetting the name of the town. But Avi is a vocalist who has been going to school on the East Coast, absolutely killing it as well. We only get killers here. Everyone's murdering music at this festival. That's all we get together. So she's really wonderful. She writes her own original music too, and arranges jazz standards in a beautiful, beautiful way. I believe her brother Zane Gedler is playing with her, and I think Spencer Paulson might be playing bass with her as well. I can't remember everything on that, but yeah, that's what she's going to be doing.
I'm going to give you more cheats here.
Ooh, thank you. Then we'll go back to the main stage. I am very, very honored.
This is a friend of yours.
Yes, just a new friend that I haven't met yet, but talked a few times. I'll be playing with this next person. This is Jocelyn Gould. She's a Canadian guitarist. Hollow body guitar. Think Joe Pass.
Oh, cool.
People like that.
So
Wes
funkier?
Montgomery. No.
Okay.
Acoustic quartet. Wes Montgomery, Joe Pass kind of style, hollow body guitar. She's all over the place. She's going to be with us in Iowa City, and then getting on a plane right away to Montreal to go to that jazz fest. If that tells you how popular she is.
Neat.
All right, and then we'll go back to the side stage. Another UNI alum who is going to school in Indiana, Jacobs School of Music, I think. This is the Elena Ringsby Trio. Indian. Yep. Oh, yeah, good. Yeah, Jacobs School of Music. Yeah, Elena is a piano player, up and comer. Also just killing it. Sorry, I don't have any other good adjectives, but it's just is what it is. And I believe, she has Vivian Shanley on
nice.
bass with her.
Another local.
Yeah, so we like to keep our home friends busy with work.
Well, there's so much talent.
Can't help it.
Yeah.
Then we'll go back to the main stage.
Okay, I'm excited about this one.
Yeah, this one is going to be really fun. If you've heard of the band Snarky Puppy, then you've heard this guy play before. Mark Littery is a guitar player, and he's going to be bringing his group. This group is I've only heard a few times, so I'm really, really excited to hear them live and hear that show.
And he's won 5 Grammys.
No big deal.
Yeah.
It's not 6.
Yeah. Well, he was nominated 6 times, but he won 5. That's pretty darn
But
good.
he lost
I
once.
know.
So.
How many do you have?
You're not
Dave?
going to point that out from the stage, are you?
No, I will not.
All right.
Please don't tell him I said. I hope he's not listening this morning. He
Right.
does usually catch the show. But. Okay, then we'll go to the side stage at 7 o'clock, and another a hometown guy that everybody knows. This is Ed East, and Ed East is a percussionist and singer, and I'm not really sure what he's going to bring this time. He's always a little bit of a surprise, but he always
I
very
think it's a
good.
trio. So I'm actually going to insert here because we do have a special announcement that is tied to Ed East. We had to make a change to the schedule for Rhythms at Riverfront Crossings on July 26th, and we'll have Orquesta Alta Maes. So July 26th, you want to be at Riverfront Crossings.
That'll be excellent.
Yeah.
So we'll get a little pre-show at 7
Yeah.
o'clock on
He's
from him.
just so animated when
Oh,
he
yeah.
performs. He's so much fun to watch.
He's wonderful.
Yeah.
And the kindest human being you will ever
Yeah.
meet. All right, and then this is my favorite of the whole fest. I'm very, very excited to see this guy. 8 p.m. on the main stage, we'll close out with Stefan Harris and the Blackout. Stefan Harris, besides being a very good-looking human being,
He looks like he's 15.
yes, he is
He doesn't
he's a
age.
staple.
Yeah.
He has played with everybody, has a incredible resume.
I think he played here in the early 2000s.
You'll have to
Yeah.
ask Dennis Green.
Yeah.
I'm not good with the dates.
That's before my time too. So
But Stefan, the Blackout, the band The Blackout, has been something that I've been spinning in my library of music for a long time. Stefan is a vibes player, marimba player, and he has a cast of amazing musicians. That's going to be really, really fun to close out Saturday.
I was going to say, you probably noticed a pattern over the past several years that the night, especially that we have the fireworks, we always want something that's a little bit different and,
Sure.
a lot of fun, high energy. Think, Lakeisha Benjamin last year. So this is a really exciting way to wrap up things Saturday night before the fireworks.
Absolutely. And just I think I said it before, but we will do a jam session. It'll start a little bit later at 10 p.m. Right after the fireworks on Saturday.
Excellent. Yeah, so I know people love to come down and check out the jazz music, and then get an early seat for the fireworks and
Get something to eat.
It's a really great night. So make sure to get down there early and enjoy the music throughout the day, because it's great. And I know it's kind of cliche, but it's cool how jazz musicians just kind of weave in and out of each other's bands.
Yeah.
You don't really see that too much in rock and roll or country. People will fill in, when needed, but it just seems like a commonplace thing with jazz musicians, especially on tour, because you've got 6 or 8 people in your band, and maybe one's got something else going, or they got a solo gig somewhere else, and then you just pick up a local musician. Hey, I can sit in and do that, and it brings a little spark to the performances, and just is very cool.
And one of the things that I love about it, speaking of the connection between the musicians, is backstage. How many like to hang out, want to talk to people and stuff. And like Cassius comes back all the time. I mean, he's a regular with different groups that perform at the Jazz Festival. And it's always nice to see him, see a familiar face that's been around the festival for a very long time. So, and he plays all the time.
Yeah, he's busy, even with all those kids. I can't believe it.
I know. Crazy.
And then you got Sunday, which is another. You got the big jazz brunch coming up on Sunday.
Yep, which is sold out, by the way. Thank you to everybody who bought tickets for that. Carson Parker will be performing at that again. I think Blake's going to be there participating in that one as well. And then we get things kicked off actually at the festival at noon, short day, noon to 4 on Sunday.
So we'll start with the side stage at noon, and we can't not feature this guy. You've probably heard his name before. That's, of course, Steve Grismore, the creator of the festival. We always like to make sure that he's playing somewhere.
Yep, Stephen Bart Ginsburg. Thank you for starting this in 1991.
Absolutely. So he'll be on the side stage, and then after that, we'll go to the main stage at 1 o'clock. And if you have been keeping a track of things online, we have a little bit of a change here. We're going to change to Kirsten Conway Sextet. Kirsten is from Solon, Iowa originally, but also went to the Creston, School of Music Vocations in Creston, the same one that Avi Gedler went to.
Okay.
Creston just came to my head. Creston, Iowa. It's in the middle of nowhere, and it's a great place to study music, I guess, because she's fantastic, and she's got a whole bunch of people that are playing their butts off with her as well. We'll then go to 2 o'clock on the side stage, and the Matt and Emma Quartet. Matt Landon, the guitarist, is originally from Burlington, but went to school in several different places, New York, Colorado, Michigan as well. And he just recently moved back home a year or two ago now with his partner Emma, and they're busy trying to start a music school up in Burlington, Iowa, as well as starting the first of many, hopefully, the first Burlington Jazz Festival, which will happen in July 25th and 26th.
Oh, nice.
So if you like what you're hearing with them here this weekend, you should definitely travel up to Burlington that weekend.
All right.
And then we'll close out the festival, the very last thing, which I'm really excited to have these guys, especially in this spot. It definitely will bring some people out. This band will be playing on the main stage at 3 o'clock, and that's BYO Brass, which is a band full of band directors. Seriously, I'm pretty sure they're all band directors, and it's nerdy brass band, pop music, jazz, and it's
a lot of fun.
They are so much fun. Yeah, we've had them play various locations in the past.
Yeah.
I do want to mention real quickly, there are chances of rain. It is going to be hot this weekend. Definitely plan accordingly, hydrate yourself, and, it still happens if it's light rain or something, as long as there isn't lightning. So keep that in mind. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We'll let you know if anything changes, but we hope that lots of people will come out for Jazz Fest. And real quickly, next Wednesday, July 9th, we have the Alone Tonight Quartet that will be performing as part of Music on the Move, and they will be at North Market Square Park. And I also want to add real quickly on July 11th, right before the Friday Night Concert Series starts, our own intern, Michelle Carpenter, who is a singer-songwriter, is going to do a couple of songs for us to kick off the Friday Night Concert Series.
Nice.
That's her last day of her internship with us. And so we're like, hey, Michelle, would you like to play at the Friday Night Concert Series? And she's like, yes. So we're really excited about that. But, yeah, looking forward to Jazz Fest this weekend.
Yep, and again, admission is free, but it's not free to put on, so make sure to be generous with when you pass the bucket, and there's a Venmo code on the side if you want to make a donation that way, or just do it from the comfort of your own home or on your phone, summerofthearts.org, and make a donation that way.
Yep, and get the full schedule.
Yeah, everything's there for you. So thanks, guys, and we'll
you.
be looking forward to a really great weekend of jazz.
Yeah, thanks.
Something big is happening. Introducing